Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Restorations and Repairs. It's winter. I mean like deep winter. Outside those doors it is 7 degrees. Inside of here about 55 and warming up nicely. That is thanks to this, and that is what I wanted to talk to y'all about today. This is the Mr. Heater Big Maxx, M-A-X-X. This is a 50,000 BTU propane heater. I've had it for 2 winters now. This is the second winter, so a winter and a half. And holy cow, what a huge change and what a huge difference it has been in the shop. Up until then, and I'll show you this in another video, I was using a wood burning stove to heat this, which works, but it's less than convenient. This, however, you just turn it on and it runs. I was really leery about buying a DIY heater like of this magnitude to install myself. I've done wall-mounted propane heaters inside the house and kerosene heaters, things like that, bullet heaters I've used to heat the shop in years gone by. But to have a permanent install like this, I was just a little nervous about it. So I put it together, got it up there, but I did have someone else come and run the gas lines to it, and peace of mind. It's held up extremely well. I would say we're looking at probably 700 hours of runtime. I've run about 4 or 5, I think it's 5 or 6 tanks of propane through it, 100-pound tanks. So it's definitely, or 250-pound tanks, I'm sorry. So it's definitely gotten its use. Now this is 50,000 BTU. They do make one that is 80,000 BTU. If I had to do it all over again, I probably would have gone with the bigger one. But I got this thing on sale at Northern Tool, and it was like $300 or $400 off. So it really made that one worthwhile for me, and I've been happy with it. Let me take the camera off the tripod here. I'm gonna just walk you around real quick. Obviously I can't crawl up there and show you all the great details of it, but I'll show you some pictures of it as we go through. I'll also show you that I had to buy the little kit for the thermostat and some of the other work that I've done on it. Let's do it. All right, so here it is, and you can't, obviously don't have feel-o-vision, but those tubes there, that's where the heat is being generated, and then there's a small fan that's forcing that heat out the front. You can see here behind or underneath all the data plate info if you want to put that on there. Let me turn the camera so it actually makes sense. And I'll just scroll through that slowly enough for you. Hopefully you'll be able to see all that as I go. On the back here, you have your fan, and it's pretty quiet. The only thing I'm going to complain about with this is that it does have a little bit of whine to it. Luckily, I'm deaf enough that it doesn't bother me, but I've had people comment over the years that it does show up, or you can hear it sometimes in the camera shot. So while it doesn't bother me in person, apparently that is a thing. That is double-walled exhaust, so it has an air inlet and an exhaust, so it's double-walled. Stays cool, sticks out the back of the shop by about 3 feet. That line right there is our gas line coming in, and you can see it come up and over and head out. And you can't see is that there's a hard wire that goes down this wall into one of the outlets. Then lastly, over here we have our Mr. Heater thermostat. Now, I can't afford to keep this shop at temperature the entire time, so I just either use this basically as an on and off switch. There's no purpose in me keeping this thing on overnights, because, you know, I work out here about 4 days a week. The other 3 I'm doing other stuff. So overall, I'm really happy with it. The other thing I did to this shop, and I'll probably make a separate video on this as well, is you can see the purple ceiling. Spray foam insulation on a metal roof was the greatest idea I had. I wish I had done it 15 years ago. All of my heat was just going right up through those rafters. And I have about I'd say R5 worth of insulation up there now. It cost me about $800. We did it over the summer. The difference being the amount of time it takes for that to heat the shop before spray insulating this and after is significant, like 50% less time, half the time, really, honestly. Now, as far as this, I don't find the flow of air to be bothersome. You know, it kind of angles. I set it up this way, and you can't really see the floor in front of me, but here's where my lift is. It blows right onto me while I'm working on the cars in the engine compartment, so I love that about this thing. That was just a random, you know, it's supposed to be set basically towards the middle of the shop. It just happens to hit right where I wanted it to anyway. Anyway, that's the Mr. Heater Big Maxx, I'm sorry. And I've had the small Mr. Heater, you know, the little propane one you can carry around, kind of looks like a backpack. Those things are awesome as well. But this thing changed the game out here in my shop. Till next time, my friends, take care.